Greetings, y'all. It's your knock, Peter Mata, and welcome back to another Golf Stories podcast. I'm, of course, joined here once again by PGA Tour caddy Derell Aton. Derell, episode 42. You just mentioned we're not quite done yet. We're going to try to do one more next week.
Oh, we are going to do something next week because we have a giveaway. And let's see what the listeners have been up to, see if they're paying attention. But we have a giveaway next week. And if they're listening, they're going to have a chance to win something. So let's do it.
Little surprise for y'all. And also maybe a surprise guest for one last go of it.
That is a surprise guest. If you've been following along, you might have an idea who it is. Yeah. But we'll wait till then.
Yes, indeed, man. I can't believe it's getting to it, man. It's already in November, and we're all pretty much in the middle of football season, but we do have a little golf going on. Have you been playing golf, or you've been obviously on the road?
I played golf this past Sunday, probably played like 12, 13 holes. Not very good, to be honest with you.
Gotcha.
It's just not I just haven't been grinding, like I said, on the road, but I have my clubs with me. It's all good. Golf is not my first priority this week or these weeks, so it's all good. This is going to be our last week on the road, and so after this, definitely I'll be getting way more golf in, so I'm not worried about that. But again, just brought the sticks just in case. Always bring it for the end of the year type of thing, and all good.
Yeah, I thought y'all maybe had a little caddy tournament or something.
We had a little, but it kind of went south because everybody's schedule was so off, and it's been cold. So everybody has been practicing at different times. This week is definitely going to be very cold, so we got to prep for it. And again, everybody has their own schedule, so not everybody wanted to get out there early and get out of there. So some guys practiced late, and we had a tee time at like 1 or 2 o'clock, and it just kind of fell south, but it's all good.
Yeah, it happens. And yeah, it has been cold. I haven't been playing much at all. But looking forward to keep trying and keep practicing my ping clubs. Hopefully this weekend. But of course, weather permitting. But what I have been doing and what we've been up to last weekend is obviously behind me at the Houston Open. Yes, indeed. My boy, Derell, you got us the tickets, man. What a dog.
I mean, the tickets were not a big deal. It became a big deal because it was a bigger struggle to get them to you than normal. But I knew I was going to get it done. It was just more of a last minute thing. I know it was tough. We didn't get to catch up because our schedules were hectic. I definitely was thinking about that. But at the end of the day, all good. We'll figure out a time and go from there.
No, dude, you're a savage. And I mean, Houston's just a good place to be at, man. I mean, the fam had a good time.
Good. You had your Eskimo gear on, I hope?
Yeah. We went to the 9th hole. They had birdies and beers there. So every birdie made is half off beers. So we were cheering on and probably heckling some people.
Hey, we made birdie there for our 2-hole stretch that we had to finish. So
hey, there we go.
I don't know if that counted or not, but yeah, we did.
I'm sure for some people it did. I mean, not for me, not for us, but we had a couple and it was a good time. Course was a gorgeous shape. I mean, I only got to see a few holes, but man, I mean, it's a nice public course I'd like to play someday.
At the end of the day, like honestly, the last time I was there was 2020. I wasn't there last year. Last year they said the golf course wasn't very good, but comparing this from 2020, the course they did a good job. They did a really, really good job. Yes. So definitely happy about that. I wish we would have played better, so we would have been there longer. But at the end of the day, all good, and here we are for the new week.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, no, it was nice. And I guess they did some renovation because I don't remember 16, 17 really having that much water in play. But it was cool to see. And of course, the winner chicken dinner is Tony Finau. Where you be now? 16 under, taking a 4-shot lead. Pretty much dominated once he shot, I think, a 62 on Friday. That's shooting some scores there. 62 is pretty wicked. But yeah, any thoughts on old Tony Finau, his 3rd win this year?
I mean, at the end of the day, like the floodgates just open for that guy. Perfect fitting golf course, long bomber. The key ultimately though was a short game last week. I know it played long. A short hitter could still do well as long as they hit the fairway. But at the end of the day, like you had to chip and putt well, and he did that very well.
Yeah.
To get to the number that he got to, most of us at the beginning of the week thought 11 to 13 under would win, and for him to show what he did, he was just playing elite golf.
Yeah, no, it can't be any more proud. Of course, Mr. 3000, those who've been following want to bet on him, and it's just been floodgates open. Exactly right, man. It's awesome to see when you see talent actually, produce, and can't be any more happy. Great guy, good family man, great golfer, and yeah, hopefully next step is major talk, and other big events with the elevated events now. Some other shout outs. Ben Taylor, so my boy Sam Burns actually missed the cut pretty badly. But another LSU Tiger was up there, Ben Taylor, so shout out to him. Final group, finished third with 11 under. So that was really cool to see. And second place, Tyson Alexander. Kind of a new name. I honestly am not too familiar with him, but from my understanding, he's contended a few weeks back, or was playing decently and was up there. And then, this is obviously his best finish on the PGA Tour. So Trey Molinax also tied fourth, and Alex Smalley. So not the strongest field up there, but, Matsuyama, Scheffler were in the field as well. But any thoughts on the contenders and I guess just in general how it played out?
Definitely love Ben Taylor doing well. His caddy is a really good friend of mine. I'm actually going to his wedding in December. So obviously very good friend. So happy to see them finish definitely where they finished. But at the end of the day, like last week was a great week. They did a great – at the end of the day, I love that week. Again, honestly, we could have played better and made it even a better week. But at the end of the day, I was very happy with being out there last week.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be interesting because I've heard some rumblings about since the fall schedule is changing and whatnot. I mean, they don't know what's gonna happen with the Houston Open and everything like that. And of course, they struggled to find a sponsor a few years back, which is so crazy. Houston being a major city, but hopefully they keep coming back to it, especially since they got the course nice now and it's lots of space. So hopefully, this is not the last time we're talking about the Houston Open. Yeah. Okay. So with that being said, again, congrats to Tony Finau with his 5th PGA Tour win. Very proud of the man. We transitioned to where we are this week at the last PGA Tour stop of the year. Not the season, a different season, 2 different seasons we've been covering. But it is the last one of the 2022 calendar year. We're at the RSM Classic at Sea Island, Georgia. The Seaside course for, I believe it's called Seaside. What is it? Sea Island Golf. Yeah, we play Seaside and then Plantation one day. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. See?
Yeah.
I mean, either way, the views are beautiful.
Yeah, 2 golf courses. Definitely a great place to be. A memorable spot for me, of course.
Yes.
6 years ago, I was able to, help Mackenzie get through the finish line, and again, always a special place for me. I have a putter head cover Sea Island just to show my memories, and excited to be here again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big Mac. You and Big Mac just got fresh off the Corn Ferry.
Right.
To the tour and getting that W. That's awesome, man. And what a cool place. Davis Love is the host. So you got that kind of Southern hospitality flavor. And what a pretty course it is. Obviously, you see the view behind me. It's just a beautiful looking course. Usually looks very lush during when they play it. It's not a long course. I believe it was 7,000 yards.
Yeah, something.
Courses, so yeah. Can you speak on how the course is playing and how it will play?
For the golf course, it's going to be very, very cold this week. Very, very cold. So it's going to be playing a little bit longer than normal with the wind. I think the wind's going to be still 10 to 15 with it being still cold. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, since I've been here, it's actually been the best condition-wise. Ooh. So that's cool to see. So it keeps getting better and better. They're always adding stuff like from, around the golf course, like housing and all that stuff. And they're always doing, renovations and adding. This place is just getting better and better.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, generally when you play in the fall, the ground is a little bit more moist, so the rollout won't be there. So actually, while it might be not the longest, when you're not getting that rollout, it's gonna play a little longer in the tooth because of that. It's gonna be cold and windy, obviously. So it could be brutal. Now the scores have been lower in the past 6-7 years. I'm looking here, almost minus 20, almost getting the win. So do you think it can get to minus 20-ish this year?
It's typically under minus 17 in that realm.
Mm-hmm.
And I, at the end of the day, I'll keep it in that realm, especially with the conditions that it is this week.
That's fair. Okay.
So,
how you feeling with you and Stroud trying to
Stroud honestly has been hitting it well for the past 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
His putting hasn't been the best, and this week we've actually worked a ton on putting this week. Not really too much on hitting because just more maintenance type of thing. But we've grinded a lot on the putting, and let's see how it goes. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. We're at 10-10 tomorrow on the plantation, and we'll get after it. We got Keith Mitchell and Dylan Fratelli.
Oh, that's a decent group.
Yeah, good little pairing for us.
Yeah, hopefully some good vibes flowing. Yeah, I'll be cheering for you, of course. But I guess I'll also be cheering for a few other people. We're doing the picks as we always do. Thing. One last time doing the picks. So dark horse pick. Lots of great names for this dark horse pick. But I'm going with a familiar name, a guy that you really kind of introduced me to. I didn't really know until you had him as a pick way back when. But I'm going to go with Hayden Buckley. 80-1.
Hayden Buckley, great dude, ball striking, Jesse. Just has had actually a good little fall little showing. And so, like I said, he's hungry. So good little pick there for your dark horse.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's the only one of my picks that hasn't had a win. But yeah, he's been playing great. I think it tied 4th in Japan. Interesting enough, I just looked at the winners in the fall. All of them are multi winners. So no first timers. So this would be bucking the trend.
Love it.
I look at that. I didn't even know there's a pun intended, I guess, on that one. So let's go Hayden Buckley. He doesn't really have the greatest track record here. I just got a feeling he's playing good, and I don't know. He's a Southern boy, I think, too. So
Mississippi.
So
that's Missouri.
Well, Missouri. Excuse me. Close enough.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my dark horse for my contender. I'm gonna go with the guy who's been trending so well this past year, and I've chosen him before. He's a Southern dude as well. Just hasn't quite gotten the wins, but we know the guy can pretty much lift a barn at this time. Scott Stallings.
Love it.
Yep.
Went to Tour Championship. Just feeding off it. Great little contender pick. Love it.
Yeah. So, man, it feels like the guys who've been trending well in the fall they're just gonna pick them off and get a W in this. Since he went to the Tour Championship, like you said, he's got the 2-year exemption kind of tied up. So, maybe play a little comfort and everything like that. So let's see it. It's been a long time, but I think he's primed for a good week. So Scott Stallings, 50-1 contender pick. Winner chicken dinner pick. Oh man, Tony Finau was in the field and then he withdrew, and I was actually going to go with him. But since I guess he's just going to go in the sunset and celebrate his win into the fall, I don't blame him. But my winner pick, he's second favorite on the CBS odds, Mr. Tom Hoge.
Tom Hoge, let's go.
Yes, sir. 20-1. Been playing really great this whole year. This fall has been trending very well. Obviously, he's got a win at Old Pebble Beach, no less. Your home ground, place that's very special to me. And look, it's another picturesque place, another place that helps you. Favored long hitters. You can be all sorts of. You can be long, short. And this guy's a ball striking Jesse, like you like to say. His iron game is impeccable, and I think that will bode well here at Old Sea Island.
And another fun fact: his caddy lives in Sea Island. So, let's do this thing.
I'm a poet, and I didn't know it, man. I really didn't know that. So I think he finished tied 4th last year at Sea Island here. So there you go. There's my logic behind the Tom Hoge pick. He's second favorite, first favorite now since Tony's not in the field. Brian Harmon has been trending well. I don't want to quite go there. And our boy Jason Day, 22-1, is up there as well. Man, I want him to, because he's been playing solid. I didn't want to go with him here, but I wouldn't be surprised and wouldn't hate it if we see J Day up there. But yeah, lots of good names up there that can get a W. Your boy Mac, he's at 50-1. I was eyeing him.
Love it.
So lots of guys that have potential to win out the RSM Classic. Yeah. Any last thoughts about the RSM Classic? Obviously, you said you won here. Any other memories that come to mind? Maybe the celebration afterwards.
I mean, no big celebration afterwards because we finished on Monday,
Oh,
and
yeah, that's right.
we had to change our flights on Sunday night, and basically nothing really, no celebration as typical.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was the celebration that we probably did have, which was very small, was our little celebration dinner when we're in Maui.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like nothing as crazy as most people would think. Only because again, Monday finish, I'd head back to the West Coast, and again, all good. But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
all good. Great memories. Love being here, and winning's tough, man.
Yeah,
And
man.
so anytime you can get it done in any type of way, it's all good.
Yeah, man. Hey, there's worse places to celebrate than Maui, right? Especially if
Right,
you're on PGA Tour. Hey,
right.
that's where you want to be celebrating.
It was definitely nice. Changing my flight from San Jose to Honolulu, from
Mhm.
San Jose to Maui.
Yes, yes, sir. Man, let's
So
replicate that. Hey, let's
yeah,
get you and Stroud in there, baby. Let's do
let's
it.
do this thing. Like I said, let's do this thing. I'm
Sure.
excited. Ready to get it going this week for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Look out for them, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on else? Well, I had other silly season stuff that we could cover next week, but what is going on this week is the DP World Tour Championship. Lots of big names playing there. Your boy Rory McIlroy is the leading ranking guy, so he's primed to take home the race to Dubai. Shout out Tommy Fleetwood. He's a guy who just won, I think, last week in South Africa on that tour. And we obviously see Tommy contend a lot, but don't really see him win too much. So that's really cool to see him get a W. Any thoughts on that? Ryan Fox, interesting enough, is second place on the ranking. I've been kind of keeping up with him. He finished a lot second place finishes this year. You think Roy's gonna bring it home?
I mean, I hope so. Like I said, that's my guy, man. Definitely won't be able to catch as much as I would like to, just because it's going to be a busy work week. But next week, for all the people out there, we're going to do a little recap show / giveaway. So we'll catch up on everything when things are a little bit calm. On especially in my world,
Yeah,
Peter's also busy hustling in his world.
yeah.
But definitely on my end, it will be a little bit more calm, and so we'll get it going next week as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you sprung it on me because I was about to say our goodbyes on this episode,
No,
but not yet.
it ain't over. It ain't over.
It ain't over.
So
We got the Super Bowl left.
we're still gonna do a recap next week, and special guest next week as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, in DP World Tour, Matt Fitzpatrick seems like a good pick for me. He's third, so but I'm sure if Rory finishes high, he'll steal up the points part of it. Interesting enough, Colin Morikawa won that last year. So you haven't heard his name in the winning circle since then, basically. So interesting I'm not sure if he's even playing this week. But yeah, lots of big names. Look forward to that. Looking forward to next week with you, special guests and giveaway. Can you give away what it is, or are you still conjuring it up?
I will announce. I'll probably announce it on Instagram if you follow me on NorCal Caddy.
Gotcha.
But for the most part, we'll keep it, hush hush, and let the fans anticipate, or keep on knowing,
Yeah,
keep watching, and they'll be happy.
absolutely. I like it. This guy's a salesman. He knows what he's doing. Getting the interest, driving that interest. Yeah, hopefully it's a nice little Christmas present for whoever gets a winner. I mean, as we approach the holiday season. But any last things, Derell, before we say our goodbyes for this episode?
Man, I mean, it's coming to a close to our thing. As always, I'm gonna keep always being appreciative with you. Thank you for being an MVP, and the people that keep watching. All good, and looking forward to this week. And like I said, I have good vibes here, so let's keep it going.
Yes, sir. I love it. I love it. Yeah, man, I can't believe it. One more episode, man, for the weekly podcast. So, I mean, we might have an ad hoc here or there.
For sure, always.
But the weekly one will be coming to an end for the year. But all right, guys, audience members, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment below, whatever you want to know. Whatever it is, questions, who's your winners, whatever it is. You know your words mean something to us.